In this video, we are going to see which SD cards are 100% compatible with your GoPro Hero 13 Black, where to buy them, and what size you might need. So let's dive in. So the SD cards I'm going to list here are perfect for the GoPro Hero 13 Black, but they also work fine with previous models like the Hero 12, 11, 10, and so on. Let's start by saying that the type of memory card that you need is a micro SD card. There are these ones, very small ones right here. And they are different from the SD cards, which is the bigger version, but this is an adapter in this case. So I would recommend you to buy a micro SD card with an adapter, because then you can use both of them with different devices. With devices like GoPro that only accept the small version, the micro SD, and with DSLRs that usually accept the bigger version, the SD card. The speed of memory card is very important and should be at least V30 or U30. Don't use memory cards below that rating, otherwise your GoPro won't be able to read and write properly on your SD card. The latest GoPros can shoot at higher resolutions like 5.3K at high frame rates, and these settings usually require a fast read and write speed. And if your card can't handle it, you might end up with corrupted files, or it might not record at all. So make sure it's at least V30. Even V60 cards are fine, like this one by Lexar. They are faster, but they are usually a little bit more expensive. And speaking of compatibility, the Hero 13 works great with the GoPro settings cheat sheet that you can download for free via the link below. Now let's move on to the recommended capacity. Depending on how long you want to shoot, what resolution you're using, and what settings you have, you might need a different capacity. I recommend capacity starting from 32 gigabytes and above. The official GoPro site recommends up to 1 terabyte. All the cameras might not accept huge memory cards like 1 terabyte, so if you are planning to use these cards with older GoPros, stick to 256 or 512 gigabyte. There is usually plenty of space for you to record all day, and they are usually inexpensive. And that's why I always recommend these cards that I've got here. These are my top 3 cards, and they work fine with any GoPro model. I like the Samsung Evo Select. It's a V30 card and it works perfectly with GoPro Hero 13. I've never had a problem with Samsung cards, and Amazon usually has the best prices for SD cards. So check the links down in the description if you're looking for them. Another card that I really like, and that's never let me down, even in harsh conditions like while I'm skiing, while I'm in cold places, is the Lexar 1000X. This is a very fast micro SD card. It's a V60, so it can handle most demanding video settings on the Hero 13. Plus it comes with a SD adapter, which is always handy, this one, and I can use it with my DSLR as well. And last but not least, we have the SanDisk Extreme. This is super popular. I always trusted SanDisk brand because they specialize in memory devices. This is a 64 gigabyte model. I recommend getting either a few of these if you are going with a small capacity, or a bigger one like 256 or 512 gigabytes. Samsung, SanDisk, and Lexar are my top 3 SD cards for GoPro, but you are not limited to just this. GoPro also recommends different brands like PNY, Gigastone, and Kingston as well. Now, how long can you record with these cards? I still get questions like this. How long can I record with my SD card? Now, let me give you some numbers. If you're shooting a 1-minute video at maxed out video settings on the Hero 13, like 5.3K, 30 FPS, 10-bit, and high bit rate, for example, the file size would be about 900 megabytes. I've tested it before. So if you're using a SD card of 512 gigabytes, you got about 9 hours of shooting. And that should cover a full day of shooting, so that should be fine. For everyday use, I prefer to shoot in 1080p or 4K because it's a good balance between video quality and file size. But if I need to crop or zoom in post-production, then I'll try to shoot at 5.3K to keep all the details. I recommend buying a few of these SD cards, as you'll always have extra storage. I left the links to these cards down in the description below if you want to check them out. Now, if you're just getting started with your GoPro Hero 13 Black, you just bought it recently, you want to find out more how to set it up, how to shoot, how to edit, I've got a video for you that I've just released, and I'm sure you like it. I'll see you over there.